Hey, welcome back, everybody. It's that time. It's NHL. It's hockey time, and I'm talking once again with the Puckheads. Scott Carter, unfortunately for me, is in the studio with me, and Dana Lane has joined us from Las Vegas. And you know what? I'm ready for a Las Vegas trip. How about you, Scotty?
Well, you make me feel welcome every time I come to the studio, that's for sure.
Well, I should. You know what? What's that? Was that a jab?
That was a jab.
Okay, well, hell, look at your record. What do you call that then? Hey, with that being said, I'm just kidding around. Hey, Dana, first and foremost, glad to have you on. What's going out in Vegas, and how are you feeling right now at the state of your picks, whether it be on Twitter, the articles, or for the show? How's everything going?
Well, Mike, obviously for the show, we're not happy. We do it twice a week, and we try to, have at least a couple picks up there. If you follow my articles every day on SBR, it's usually just one play, and so I'm a little bit more comfortable with that. But obviously, I get asked to give an opinion, so that's what we're doing. But certainly, we're looking to pick that up. I think it's just kind of one of those things. It's certainly not a reflection of what we've done this year. But of course, here in Las Vegas, we're happy because tonight we actually get a team name for our National Hockey League entry.
Yeah, I was reading about that. That is exciting. Hey, you know what I was thinking? Because, again, as we get older, the memory's the first thing that goes. But last year, I don't know if you remember, but I do, Dana Lane, you came out of the abyss and went on a tear in the NHL, and that was on the videos, okay? So I know you're going to turn this thing around. What do you think about your partner here, Scotty Carter? Does he have it in him?
I think Scott does. The problem is he's got too much Canuck juice flowing through his veins. And so when you have that's you're really behind the eight ball to start.
Wow, I didn't think of that element. That just explains everything.
I feel like a punching bag. It should be like a boxing show.
That's really right. Everlast Carter, baby. Swing away.
When I first started doing these videos, this guy asked me, how do you say it, puck or pook?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm dealing with. That's what I'm dealing with.
You know what? I can always tell when you're lying. That's when your lips are moving. All right, with that being said, let's get right into this. We owe our viewers some winners, guys, no matter what it takes. I'm now 2-2 on the year, 50%, nothing to write home about, but I'm up on my units, and my percentage is respectable, and I plan on moving it up. It's a small slate. I got one game in mind that I like, but let's start out with you, Dana. What are your picks for our viewers out there?
Well, because of where we are right now, I want to be as conservative as possible because the worst thing that any player can do is get himself into a bigger hole, and that's what a lot of people do, and that's how
okay. So therefore, you're just going to start fading the Vancouver Canucks every time, and you're going to look like a hero in the show.
That's exactly right. We're going to go against the Canucks every day, and so.
Well, unfortunately for us, they're not on the board today, so I'm just kidding.
Didn't the Canucks beat your Coyotes last video too?
Who, me? They're not my Coyotes.
Not my Coyotes.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay. All right, Dana, hit us with the play. What do you got?
Okay, so what we're going to do today, and this is going to be the same as our write-up too, so we are going to have some cohesion between the two. We're going to go with the Florida Panthers minus $1.26 over the Philadelphia Flyers for 10 units, and the reason for that is it's very simple. This Panthers team just got through beating two of the biggest elitist goaltenders in the league, and Carey Price and Patrick Lundqvist on their road trip. Now they're back home, and the money is pouring in on the Philadelphia Flyers tonight because, quite honestly, I don't know if a lot of people have faith yet in this Florida team. Now, I have them ranked pretty close to each other in my power ratings, so to me, the home ice advantage is going to push them a little bit further than that. Philadelphia is 3-4-1 on the road. They have lost 3 straight at the BB&T Center in Paradise, Florida, and the Florida Panthers, to me, with Luongo in goal, is the play tonight.
Wow. Okay. Well, we'll be talking here a little bit, you and I, because I got one play, and we're going head-to-head, baby.
Barkov is just an amazing player, that Barkov guy, number 16 on Florida. Just watching him play, if you're going to watch any game tonight, that may be one of them. Yeah. That and the Leafs game, that should be very exciting to watch, both those games.
Okay.
Yeah, and keep in mind, Scott, last year, Florida's always one of those teams that we kind of forget about. And remember last year at this time, they actually had a worse record at this point and then went on to win the Atlantic Division. I don't know if they're going to win the Atlantic this year, but certainly the Panthers are getting healthy. and they're back home tonight against a Flyers team that just can't win on the road yet.
And you and I were doing videos when that all transpired last year, and it was later on in the season when Minnesota Wild made that coaching change that they have never regretted. That was awesome. But yeah, I do. I recall it, Dana, and this is
Pittsburgh too. Pittsburgh, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. And again, we kid around and all that, but the viewers know this damn thing's a roller coaster. But I just think we can all tighten up a bit, and that's what we're going to do. And with that being said,
right? We try.
All right, but let's get it done. All right, what do you got for us, Scotty?
Well, my first one is Montreal over 5. I know it's tough to pick an over at Montreal, but the coach is mixing up the lines up a little bit, and he's taking Pacioretty, the captain, with Shaw and Mitchell.
Who are they going up against?
They're going against Ottawa tonight.
Okay. And what's the best shop line for that?
I got it at over 5 minus 120.
Okay, minus 120.
I like
Fantastic.
Montreal in that game as well, but I don't like the juice. It's 180. It's too much. I'm not going to pay that juice. So I'm going to either take the puck line on that. I decided to go with the over on that one. I think it's going to be a 4-2 game or something like that. It's going to go over should cash on that game. All
right. Scotty Carter likes the over. 5 goals. Montreal minus 120. It's time for Brenner's pick. I only got one pick on this short slate, but I like it, and I'm going head-to-head with Dana Lane. I have to go backwards and see what our record is, but I think this is going to be an interesting night. The reason I like it is because they did just beat the 2 best goalies, 2 of the best. They're not the best, but they're good goalies, all right, on the road. And I think Florida, because I still think they're a little inexperienced, I think they might be flying a little too high, coming home, and I think it's a perfect spot for the Philadelphia Flyers to end that 3-game losing streak at the DBT Center. I really, really think this is an under-radar play. I don't think the public's flying on them. I got a feeling there's some sharp money moving on the Philadelphia Flyers. I grabbed it at plus 15. So, Dana, with all due respect, we're going head-to-head again, baby.
All right, well, Mike, you could very well be right, but Florida with getting Bustad back tonight, I think, is a huge boost for them. And remember, the last time we saw Nick was in the playoffs, had 4 points in 5 games. He hasn't played since, but I think that's going to be an emotional lift for them as well. And hey, look, both of these teams, if it was in Philly, I'd be more apt to take the Flyers because they're so close in my power ratings. But I
they're
think
putting some things together right now. They really are. I like the momentum. And as a Flyers fan, all right, again, I'm not even betting with my heart here whatsoever, all right? I just think this is a good spot. I think they quietly come in here and the team taking a deep breath going, damn, we just did that on the road. We're not as bad as, not bad, but people don't know just how good we are. And I think Luongo, if he's in the nets tonight, I got a feeling he's going to get a little bit challenged. I love this thing.
They're a good scoring team. They're very offensively.
Yeah. All right. With that being said, all right, Dana, that's the only play you've got. Scott Carter, what do you have?
I got one more here.
Are you sending out an SOS?
Carolina, Toronto over 5.
He didn't even catch that one, Dennis.
Carolina over. Carolina and Toronto over 5.5 minus 105. Both teams, young, fast teams. Carolina just beat 4 great teams in a row. They beat the Habs, the Capitals, the Sharks. They're on a roll. They're a young team like Toronto.
They got a lot of energy.
Yeah,
they're a lot of goals.
I think it's going to be a 5-4 kind of game. I think the over is going to be. That's my best play of the game.
Okay, and that was over 5.5 minus 105?
Minus 105, yeah.
Okay, and that's Carolina. I like it. I like it. That's the only 2 you got, right?
Well, I got one more.
Here he goes.
One more.
Dana, tell me he's not chasing.
Okay,
I know. Here's the shovel.
Yeah.
Here we go. I'm taking the puck line, Boston at home.
Oh, he had to get one of them. Puck line plus 255, Boston at home.
First time after 11 years, Backus is playing his old team, right? He used to be the captain of the Blues. First time.
11 years? He ain't got a lot left in his tank.
No,
so
but
anyway.
he's a great player still.
No, but emotion spreads through the team.
And the first time he's ever played, and like he said in the interview, he says, I'm not sure which net to shoot at because
I get it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that
I think it's going to be an emotional game. Boston's been playing really on fire since they got their goaltender back, Rene. So I think they're going to play really well tonight. I think it's going to be like a 3-1 game, and I think they've lost 4 in a row or something on the road.
Well, no, you know what? So. I mean this. I like that because whether the guy's 11 years in the league or not or however, emotion, because that's what I cap off in sports, momentum and emotion. His teammates are going to rally around him because they know what he's facing.
Yeah,
and I think
it's a big game for him.
Yeah, I like that. Are they at home?
They're at home. That's the reason.
I like that. That's a nice payback, too.
255,
all right.
Yeah.
Well, listen, guys, next time we get together, because we're not going to be doing a show Thursday, it's Thanksgiving, and Thanksgiving. All right, happy Thanksgiving to all you guys out there. Thank Thank you for your viewership. Thanks for hitting the like button. Thanks for hanging in there, all right, when some of the picks go south. But it's a roller coaster ride. But most importantly, all right, be grateful to your family and be thankful for that and bet responsible and be grateful for your bookie because he should be paying the hell out of you if you're following me in basketball right now. In NBA, by the way, you need to jump on that wagon.
Touch me again.
I'll touch you again. I'll knock you the hell out. All right, Dana, again, happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. We're going to meet back up again next Tuesday. Costa Rica, I promise you, you would think it's getting ready to snow here. It's the coldest day I've felt since I've lived here in 10 years.
I wore socks to bed last night. It was so cold.
Tell me about your personal problems. But with that being said, guys, all right, check us out. Follow us at SBR. Dana, happy Thanksgiving. Scott Carter, I can't wait till you get the hell out of the studio.
I'm staying. No way. I'm not.
Dana, any closing words?
Well, I look forward to Dallas Cowboy Day on Thursday. And
yes.
I'm right with you a little bit on that Boston Bruins selection as well. I think Tuukka Rask is certainly playing like he did when he won the Vezina Trophy, and I would be on that too. That would be my second play, but unofficially, I like the Bruins.
Yeah, I hate to admit it. I hate to admit it, but I think Scott Carter's onto something there. All right, guys, with that being said, again, happy Thanksgiving. Have a great day. Keep tuning in. Puckheads, let's straighten it up and let's start cashing them tickets.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Research before you bet. Be sure to check out SBR Picks for the best game predictions, breakdowns, and much, much more.